Hi everybody, welcome back to Toons Reviews. Today we're going to talk about 5 fragrances that are fresh that I want to talk to you guys about because they're really good. Keep it tuned. Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to talk about 5 more fresh fragrances that are a little bit out of the realm of being hyped. So typically when we see these lists, we see a lot of the same fragrances being mentioned over and over and over. But I've got 5 here that I think, for the most part, really aren't all too hyped and or discussed, and I would love for you all to know about them. So let's kick this list off with number 5. Again, no real particular order here, although I will say the 1 and 2 are ones that I wear the most. However, all 5 of these I highly recommend. Here we go with Beach Giza. This is called Coco Moon. This is a 15 ml bottle that they did offer on their website. You can get the bigger bottle now on Lucky Scent, I think around $200 American, which I will be doing as soon as this little guy is finished. Actually, I'll probably pick one up anyways because I plan on wearing this a lot. Now, Coco Moon by Beach Giza is so gorgeous, you guys. It is a really beautiful, airy coconut with cedarwood. And that's essentially what I get out of the entire fragrance. It's almost like an oceanic coconut. It's got that sea breeze in there a little bit, maybe a little sea salt, and just a really, really nice, straightforward, clean cedarwood. It's linear, but it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, and it's easy to wear for those hotter days that are coming. I think that this is a beautiful fragrance to wear for those days that you want to feel refreshed. So Coco Moon by Beach Giza, highly recommend it. Gorgeous. Coming in at number 4 is a Nishane fragrance, and this is one that people probably would tell you is best for fall and winter, but personally I like it the most in the spring and summer. I feel that Fan Your Flames is one of those gorgeous, gorgeous concoctions that smells like you've been with your lover all night, and it's kind of, you've been dancing and you've been sweating and just enjoying each other's company, dancing around underneath these beautiful street lights, and no one else is around except for you two. It's like a storybook, and I really do love the fragrance, how it develops on my skin. It's got coconut, it's got rum, tobacco, and cedarwood, and there's just the right amount of skank in there to kind of add this sweaty vibe with the cedarwood note. Really, really do love this. I think that this is perfect for a night out fragrance or a date night fragrance, and I highly recommend this for those occasions. Not necessarily something that I'll pull for during the day, but that's up to you as the wearer. Just based on my recommendation, I would say that this is perfect for those evenings that maybe it gets to be like 75 degrees, even 80, but above that I would kind of steer clear from it. But yeah, this is such a beautiful, dirty coconut, and I really, really do love it. Coming in number 3 is a fragrance that I found when I was in Toronto and when I was visiting Rush and Manny, and I'll be up there again here pretty soon, actually next week. So when you see this video, I'll be going to Toronto to visit Rush and see Manny and Victor Wong again, and that'll be really exciting, so I'm really looking forward to that. But this is Tom Ford Santel Blush. Now, I slept on this. I am a huge Tom Ford fanboy. You guys know that if you've been with me for a long time, Tom Ford being my favorite brand. And Santel Blush was one of their older ones that had been discontinued, and then they brought it back. But this is the original formulation, or the original presentation anyways. But I had tried the newer formulation or presentation while I was in Toronto at the mall with Rush and my buddy Alex, who's right there. And Santel Blush just captivated me. I literally went home and bought a bottle that night on eBay when I was at Rush's place. And this stuff is a beautiful sandalwood. There's a little floral element in there, and it's just creamy and seductive. And it really works for a night out, maybe more of a formal occasion, but at the same time, it has like a little bit of a gourmand, milky nuance to it, so it can be cozy and maybe more informal. But this is just one of my all-time favorite Tom Fords now. At least top 5 at this point. I absolutely love sandalwood, as you guys all know. So if you're looking for a sandalwood with a bit of a floral touch, creaminess, and a little hint of cinnamon, I highly recommend Santel Blush. It is simply beautiful. Coming in at number 2 is a fragrance that I've mentioned now one time in my Orto Parisi video, and this is Bergamask. Now, Bergamask is a fragrance that is absolutely gorgeous. It's simplistic, it's straightforward. It's bergamot and cedarwood and maybe Iso-E Super and some undertone of like a musky skankiness. It's absolutely beautiful. It's nuclear. 2 or 3 sprays of this and you're good for the entire day. It's got that crisp, tart quality of the bergamot and a little spiciness to it, as well as it also having that underlying oomph from the musk. So I highly recommend this. I think it's beautiful for any day, anytime, anywhere. During these hotter days, I really, really recommend this. It is such a gorgeous fragrance. And coming in at number 1 is a fragrance that's been a favorite of mine for a decade now. I mean, I've owned 3 bottles of this. It's been one of my favorites in the summer and the spring. I've said it time and time again that this is likely my all-time favorite springtime fragrance. I know a lot of people out there obviously say Green Irish Tweed, which that's in my top 5 anyways. It has been my number 1 or my number 3 in the past, but this has been number 1 since I've owned it, I'm pretty sure, and that is Huey's Mint Fresh. Now, Mint Fresh is a beautiful citrus bergamot mixture with mint, a really beautiful white sweet mint. And it's not like toothpaste, it's more like a, so there's not like a creaminess to it, there's definitely a nice brisk crispness to it. And it's just very invigorating, very uplifting. It's beautiful for those hot, humid days when you feel like you don't really want to wear much of anything. However, the longevity and projection on this is actually pretty decent for the kind of fragrance that it is, being that it is a much lighter wear. But this is honestly one of the most cathartic fragrances I've ever discovered. It's one that makes me feel very clear, and it makes me feel very on top of my game. Very, very intellectual in a way, because it's just so simplistic and refined and straightforward. It's wearing a fragrance while also experiencing this clear consciousness. I don't really know how to describe it, but it makes me feel very cathartic, and I really, really do love it. So Mint Fresh is coming at number 1 because I do wear this a ton in that hotter weather, and I highly recommend it to any of you out there that have not had your hands on sampling this fragrance, because it was very hyped at one time, and I never see it discussed in the fragrance groups or YouTube. So I really did want to kind of bring this one back because I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you're a fan of mint out there, definitely check this out. Now, all these fragrances are absolutely gorgeous, and I hope that you get the chance to check them out. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everyone.